This is Deborah Atkinson, and you're listening to the Voice for Fitness Professionals podcast, where I share programming, marketing, and promotion strategies that are easy, enjoyable, even fun, so you can create a business and a life you love. And today we're talking all about 10 ways to fill your fitness programs right now. Right now, as you are listening to this or you're reading the show notes, you're either in the middle of launching a fitness program or you're preparing to launch your next one. Maybe you've just begun one and it didn't go quite as well as you expected. You're either super confident you'll fill it next time and you'll have a wait list, or you wish you had that problem. It's the cycle of fitness promotions. Here's the truth about these 10 things that I'm about to share with you right now. Those who do them, most if not all, consistently, repeatedly fill more programs. But I don't want you to be overwhelmed. So I don't want you to do them all or even attempt to do them all right now. First, I want you to pick 2 or 3 that you're likely already doing and just do them better. The consistently and repeatedly part of that last sentence was really important. So some things we do once and then we kind of leave it, we let it sit, and being what I call quick starts. If you are anything like me, you get super excited about starting a program, implementing the program, doing it, creating it, and then following through and promoting it kind of falls off because it's no longer new and fresh. You just consistently have to do the same thing over and over and over. And I've got good friends who've been in the fitness industry for years. And though, yes, what it is they're teaching has changed because the science has, the showing up every day doesn't change. And every day, you're not equally as motivated as the day before or the week before or the year before. Your life goes up and down too. So it is learning how to be consistent and do it repeatedly. That is the difference between someone getting results. And here's the second part of that. This is not in the show notes, so stay tuned. You have to look closely at what results you're getting. And if you're not increasing the number of butts that you put in the seats, if you're not increasing your revenue by the actions you're taking, you find yourself extremely busy, but it's not working out in a way that is more productive, getting more eyes on your promotions, getting more interested eyes actually asking questions and into your programs, then those are not necessarily the things you want to do consistently and repeatedly. You need to make a change. So be willing to examine that what worked for a while may not work forever. You've got more competition now than ever for the time, attention, and money that your customers or potential customers will give you. And it's not just other fitness programs. It's other everything. It's football games. It's basketball games. It's kids' dance recitals. It's work. It's relaxing. It's having a cocktail. It's going on vacation. It's just feeling like there's overwhelm and too much to do. Very much like you might feel if you tried to do all of this at once. So make sure you're picking 2 or 3 things you're already doing that are already working well. Or if you're at a place where you actually can't tell, you don't know for sure, you've just been doing these things because you've been doing them. Maybe it's been what your business, your club, or you have always done. If you really can't say for sure, which is a legitimate answer, then start right now. Benchmark. Where are we? What are we attracting? How many interest calls do we get? How many people land on that sales page? How many people actually convert and get in the programs? Are we seeing the numbers of registrants go up, go down, or stay exactly the same? Is that because we have a limited number of size, or because we're just not growing? So know the answers to all those questions. You've got to know your numbers in order to grow your numbers. That's a pretty good quote right there. Next, once you've decided, you've got those 2 or 3 base things that you're either already doing, you're going to do them better, or you're going to begin testing them right now to know what your results are. Then, after weeks or months, so you've tracked it, pick another 1 or 2 and do that equally as well. If you get to our list here, you'll know what this means. But if you hop down to number 2, for instance, you do it once and it might be tedious when you first do it. But some of these things are just a one-off. You've got to do it, go through a little acute pain to get this project done. And then you're set up to do things better forever in your business. Those are the kinds of things you really want to spend your time with. You want to bump those up to your priority list. Because if you're doing the number 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 on your list consistently without having done number 1 or 2, you're not doing it as well as you possibly could. And number 9 is another one. It's a one-time change and it's going to take you minutes. Might take you an hour if you create a graphic, but then you're done. As soon as you start a promotion, you make the change out, you just get a date on your calendar when the promotion's over so you can stop it. And you'll know more what I mean in just a moment. So let's tackle these and launch through it. And here's a little disclaimer. So hidden in this 10 tips is actually a promotion of mine, which is exactly what I want you to do. Add content, create special content, and weave your promotion that's relevant to the content into the content. I'll show you what I mean. We're going to start with number 1. Email more than you're comfortable. There's no sense in fearing that people will unsubscribe if you email them too soon, if they weren't going to be customers anyway, if they weren't going to buy from you, let them unsubscribe. Almost every time you send an email, you will have unsubscribers anyway. So when you're in the middle of a promotion, there's a system that you want to use. That means you'll email at least 5 times in 4 days. And if you're not doing that during specials, you're leaving money on the table because almost 30 to 40% of customers will buy at the last minute when there is that fear of missing out. Number 2 is segment your list. So this email list that you have and that you're emailing people on, you've got to be sending the right email to the right people. If you don't know how to segment your list so that you're emailing the right stuff to the right people at the right time, get help right now. There's a lot of rights. I got it. People will either leave those unopened, and if you're emailing to the wrong people with the wrong subject line, and that'll hurt your delivery results anyway. So if you have more unopens, your email system kind of senses that, and Google will stop allowing you to be sent and going to that direct email inbox. Or those people, if you're sending them things that are not relevant to them, they'll be reporting spam. And that's because you're communicating to them with information other than they subscribed in the first place. If a 55-year-old woman wants help with weight loss and bone density, and you're sending her information about a high-intensity boot camp that she perceives as not for her, or that you're sending her information about a youth strength and conditioning class or a golf conditioning class, and she's never played golf in her life, all that is irrelevant. And she may unsubscribe anyway or stop opening because you've conditioned her now that it's not relevant. So why would she waste her time? Number 3, announce on social media. So always when you're doing a promotion, you want to announce on social media, but only after ... you have given. Social media is absolutely about being social. People go there to connect with friends and relatives and see what other people are doing. They don't go there to buy. So only if you want to only post announcement of your sales and opportunities to buy if you've taken the time to all year You've given, you've created content, you've made people laugh, you've made people think, you've given them things that they would share because they look smart or skinnier. All of that is really important. So just be sure you're giving tips and takeaways all year long, not just selling all the time. Less than 20% of your time on social media, your posts should be selling posts. Number 4, add banners on your website. So don't forget this. Place them on your homepage or at least on a special blog post that you're driving all of your traffic to. Don't keep your promotion a secret. So if you've got pages on your website, like if you're in a club with group fitness schedule page is one of the most common pages, the popular page on your site for people to land on. If you're having a big program or a big promotion, get a banner put on that page. Make sure that you're all aware of that as prime real estate. Number 5 is create at least one special content piece, whether it's a special blog post, a special podcast, or a video. Could be live or recorded. Live, you can go anywhere live on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, wherever you have the biggest following. Right now, as I record, it's bonus time at Flipping 50 Specialist Certification. When you enroll in the Advanced Specialist, you get 4 bonuses to boost your hormone balancing fitness business. This ad for the promotion is going right here, right now in this post. I'm talking about it. I'm going to post it in the show notes. And when I do the audit on your website, that's a part of the bonuses, I'll be looking at how you can best adapt these 10 promotional actions and whether or not you've got relevant content that is a give to your readers that draws and attracts the absolute right customer who would be ripe for that program to the page. And then you put the native ad right there on the page. Number 6, gift some spots for PR. So you can do a social media giveaway or live streaming video. Give away a spot in the program that you're promoting right now. Then you have a chance to describe it. You have a reason or an excuse to describe the program full out and its benefits. You can use the giveaway to also grow your social media following. So you can qualify, do 3 things. Number 1, like this post, tag 3 friends in your comments, and tell us why this program would be perfect for you. And so now you've gotten some engagement on your post, you've gotten comments, and you've got 3 more sets of eyeballs on this post. So awesome way to kind of do a couple of things in the same post. So just be sure, no matter what platform you're using, that you've checked the rules of engagement for promotions and giveaways. So after you give, then you can use that again to announce the winners. Announce it on all your social media platforms, not just the one you gave it away on. Announce it in your emails so you have another reason to promote the program and talk about it and just refresh everybody's memory. So this program starts here and here's who it's ideal for. So we still have a few spots open, but it gives you, the before the giveaway, after the giveaway opportunity to talk more about it. So just generate more excitement. Number 7, include nearby businesses or affiliates if you're a digital business. No one reaches big success alone, not by themselves. Start asking partners whose customers or audience would benefit from your program to cross promote. They promote for you, you would promote for them, either simultaneously. Maybe they can give something that'll be a part of your program, or at another time, just find out what is it that you'd like some help promoting and how can I help you grow your business? Would you be interested in letting your audience know about this? And potentially you offer a discount for all of their all of their audience members or all of their current customers they share your program with. You give them a special discount code for them only to use, and then you'll know by the discount code how much activity came from that, how well did they promote, and or how much did it go over, so you can put your heads together next time to how can we make this more lucrative, and then maybe you give the business owner your program and figure out a way to otherwise compensate people. Number 8 is create swag. T-shirts, water bottles, journals. Everyone loves to get swag for free as a part of a program. So start wearing it yourself right away. Give one to every registrant and tell them while they're registered, before the program even starts, if they're caught wearing those shirts and either sending you a selfie and where are they in the world, or seen in your club, that they'll be eligible for a prize. The idea is to get those people who are registered early to be promoting for you. Super important. You can use that as you collect testimonials too. Get their picture in their shirt. Just make sure that shirt says something that you, your mother, your daughter, and your significant other would all be willing to wear in public. So be careful with it. That may not be your business name. That may be something much more catchy that's hashtagable and that makes somebody proud to wear it. The infamous, the Betty Rocker is somebody who pops into mind. So to give her example, it's Make Fat Cry. That's one of her hashtags. So, I'd be willing to wear that, wouldn't you? I use hot, not bothered for women in menopause, perimenopause. I use you still got it, girl. So I might put I'm a you still got it, girl, or I'm getting stronger. Stronger is actually the name of my program, 4 different 12-week programs. So think about what you'd be proud to wear of and make sure there's no reason anybody would be embarrassed to wear it. Number 9 is add your program to your email signature. This is so easy, and this is that one that you're going to do this once. It's going to take you potentially 5 minutes. Maybe it'll take you an hour if you've got to create a graphic and you're not graphically oriented. But in every communication, you are using that real estate wisely. So if you have a customer service or support ticket service like Freshdesk, which is what I use, for instance, make sure you optimize it. So I will make sure that my customer service wizard is using that in his signature right now while we're in the middle of a launch for the Flipping 50 community. We've got something, an image down below of our Stronger program that doors are still open until or through September 30th. And then we'll switch it out. So for a few weeks, we may not be promoting a program because we're actually in the middle of our programs. And we'll put something else that will lead them to maybe a lead magnet, but do not let that go to waste ever. At the bottom of your emails, you always want to have something that is a first step or a next step for somebody to get involved with you. Number 10, answer questions. I know this seems silly, but create videos where you answer questions about the program. There are going to be those. This is a frequently asked question about this, and those should be on your sales page for sure. But for people who haven't been to that sales page yet, they haven't gotten quite that step, put it out there on your Facebook page, forward facing. Say, hey, we're getting all these frequently asked questions about the Stronger program, I would say right now, or for you, here are some of the most frequently asked questions that I get about the Flipping 50 specialist. It is for anyone who's working with perimenopause, women in perimenopause, menopause, or postmenopause, who wants to take advantage of the 38 million baby boomer women, the youngest of which is 55, that would be me, or 25 more Gen X women right behind them, also who've been turning 50 for almost 5 years now. And then the millennial generation of women that'll be our largest population ever. So the future looks bright for anybody working with women in midlife. And a woman spends up to 40 years of her life in menopause. When you think about it that way, a woman goes through a menopause transition. But you don't just get done with menopause. I mean, you're in postmenopause for the rest of your life. Shouldn't we get it right? Not just discount it and say, well, weight gain is a part of it. Yep, you're at greater risk for breast cancer and for heart disease. Yeah, so deal with it. That's kind of what we're saying. And unfortunately, women are not getting a lot of help from a lot of their doctors. So it's important that you are like point man or woman for this population. So these are some questions I would handle is, how long does it take to go through and how does it work? So let me give you a couple answers to those. What we do is I take you through my customer-facing program. I let you see exactly the program that I built for them that's 8 weeks long. I let you see how they log in. You get to do it and walk through it as if you're them. And then with every module, I give you the coaching module on top of it. This is why I created it. This is why I created it in this order. This is why I said the words the way I did. These are some of the support materials that I use in this particular module so that women can take it a step further and do more testing if they'd like to, do more coaching if they'd like to. This is how I generate revenue from some of those extra things that they can do. I tell you how I built the business. So you go through and you get done, and if you love to do things all yourself, you can. If you decide to do the advanced specialist, you get support. You get the review, and right now you also get the extra bonuses, not just 4 months in the mastermind in a private Facebook group where we do a couple get shit done half days, and where I give you homework to really work through how well are you branding and how well are you marketing, but we walk you through and look at it with these bonuses. So you'll do the webinar or the masterclass, you'll go through it, you'll do a little bit of homework, get your questions, and then you and I will jump on a phone call and actually go through your business. So it's not in a group setting in this case if you get in while the bonuses are still there through October 15th. But I may pull that away if we get too many people taking advantage of it because I've only got so much time. So you're going to make sure that you do things just like I did just now in video format or audio, depending on how you create content. But it's much more effective this way. Don't just do it in text and writing. Make it come to life. Let them hear your voice. Let them hear how passionate you are about this thing and how definitive about knowing the answer when somebody asks a question. It's important to people. Discuss the benefits of your program, the logistics. People like to know what time, what do I need, what do I have to buy? Are we going to stretch? Are we going to warm up? Should I come warmed up? All of those things that someone is going to be a little nervous or anxious about, write them down and let them know what are some testimonials of either, if you haven't offered this program before, people who've worked with you before in some capacity. Share those. Or if you've done this program before, share the testimonials specifically from the program. Those are golden, but if you don't have them, don't let that hold you back because you as a professional, testimonials for you can still apply. Discuss everything, the format, the finish, how are they going to feel when they're done, what's a logical next step, what do people do afterward, and make sure that you ask for the sale. When you do something like that, tell them there's a sense of urgency and they should get started now. If that was helpful, please leave me a rating in iTunes. Visit the Voice for Fitness Professionals podcast in iTunes, and I'll tell you exactly how to click and get there from the show notes this week. So Fitness Pros, if you have a question or a comment, leave it below the show link at fitnessmarketingmastery.com/fill your program. And I would so appreciate that rating it in iTunes. Check out the blog and other podcast episodes at fitnessmarketingmastery.com and let me know how I can help you create both a business in fitness and a life that you love.